Imagine you've just landed your dream job, won a prestigious award, or hit a huge milestone on your YouTube channel. Everyone is clapping. Your phone is blowing up with congratulations messages. From the outside, you look like a winner, but inside, you're terrified. You're convinced there's been a massive mistake. You tell yourself, they only picked me because they were out of options, or I just got lucky this time. Every time someone praises you, you feel like a thief who hasn't been caught yet. You're constantly looking over your shoulder, waiting for the moment someone taps you on the shoulder and says, "We know the truth. You don't belong here." If this sounds like your life, welcome to the club. You aren't a fraud. You're experiencing imposter syndrome. Welcome back to Mind Tweezers. Today, we're using our tweezers to peel back the mask and understand why the more successful you become, the more you feel like a fake. Imposter syndrome is the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills. It was first identified in 1978 by psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes. Interestingly, it doesn't affect people who are actually unqualified. It primarily targets high achievers, people who are doing great things but refuse to own their competence. Think of our Mind Tweezer protagonist. She creates incredible videos, spends weeks researching, and draws every frame by hand. But when the views start climbing, she thinks, oh, the algorithm must be glitching, or people are just being nice. She attributes her success to external factors, luck, timing, or deceiving others, rather than her own hard work. This creates a cycle of anxiety. Because you think your success was a fluke, you feel pressured to work even harder to maintain the illusion, which leads to burnout and, ironically, more imposter feelings. There is a deep link between imposter syndrome and the perfectionism we discussed in our earlier videos. For an imposter, anything less than 100% perfection is proof of failure. If you make one tiny mistake, your brain screams, "Aha, I knew it. A real expert wouldn't have done that." You have an all-or-nothing mentality. Psychologists have identified several types of imposters. The expert feels like they need to know every single fact before they can speak. The soloist thinks asking for help is a sign of being a fraud. And the natural genius believes that if they have to struggle to learn something, it means they aren't actually talented. By setting these impossible standards, you are essentially building a cage for yourself where success only feels like a temporary escape from being found out. Why does our brain do this? It's often a combination of personality traits and childhood environment. If you grew up in a family that overemphasized high achievement or had a genius sibling, you might have internalized the idea that your worth is solely tied to your output. From a neurological perspective, your brain is trying to protect you. By telling you that you aren't that great, it's trying to lower your expectations so you won't be as hurt if you eventually fail. It's a maladaptive defense mechanism. But here is the tweezer truth. Feelings are not facts. Just because you feel like a fraud doesn't mean you are one. In fact, the very fact that you're worried about being an imposter usually means you have high enough standards to actually be competent. So how do we dim the voice of the inner imposter? First, break the silence. Imposter syndrome thrives on secrecy. When you talk to mentors or peers, you'll realize almost everyone, even the CEOs and world-class artists, feels this way. Second, separate feelings from facts. When that "I'm a fake" thought pops up, counter it with physical evidence. List your achievements, the hours you put in, and the specific problems you solved. Third, reframe failure. Instead of seeing a mistake as proof you're a fraud, see it as a necessary part of growth. Even masters are students who just stayed in the game longer. You didn't trick anyone into hiring you or following you. They saw your value even when you couldn't. The next time you reach a milestone, don't look for excuses. Stand in the light. Take a deep breath and say, "I worked for this, I earned this, and I belong here." You are not a mask. You are the person behind the work. Does this feeling sound familiar to you? What's a fraudulent thought you had today that we can help you untangle? Let us know in the comments. If this video helped you feel a little more like the real deal today, hit the like button and subscribe to Mind Tweezers. Share this with a high-achieving friend who definitely needs to hear it. See you in the next video. Thank you.